Wow. Third time's the charm, right? I sat down and I intended to do one take, no scripting, no editing, just raw talk. But I watched back the first video I filmed and I thought, wow, what a heaping pile of hot garbage. So I filmed another video. I watched it again and I was like, man, I can't post this. This is trash. This is simply a symptom of the day I've been having. It's been a day full of limiting beliefs, self-doubts, and just analysis paralysis. Crippled by inaction. The deal was, I set a task list the night before, and I expected to just surge through it, tick off everything ruthlessly without any hesitation. But one problem arose. My own mind started churning out all of these thoughts that I thought I'd forgotten about. All of these limiting beliefs that I thought I'd overcome. So what do you do when this happens, right? First things first, you should rejoice. Because whenever you're about to break through a plateau and reach the next level, there's going to be the most resistance. It's going to be the hardest right before you elevate to a new level. Another reason you should rejoice and be grateful for these obstacles, these problems that are entirely self-created, is that they keep you humble. It's very easy to get caught up in the momentum, in the progress you've been making, and start thinking you're the hot shit, right? It's such a problem I've had. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Anyone heard of it? It's when you start to know just enough about something to make you think that, oh, I know everything. I have nothing left to learn. But when reality comes a knocking and shows you just how foolish you actually are, it awakens you. And the key is to understand this, first of all, because when you understand this, it's so much easier to just keep going with a newfound appreciation. And my goodness, do I have a newfound appreciation? Because I should be celebrating, and I did celebrate briefly, that this week I signed my first ever 2 paying clients for my coaching service. And every single time you accomplish something, you make some progress, you get new problems. My new problems were that these 2 people that I signed on had different pains, different, problems to overcome, and they were very misaligned. It's going to be very difficult, I'd say impossible, to come up with a system and a process that I can replicate with any future clients just based on these 2 alone. But that's a very good thing, right? Because these problems, these challenges, make us aware of what we don't know, because you don't know what you don't know, right? And it's been the sign from God that has kept on reoccurring, but now has become so evident that I have to deal with it, because I was always putting it off. And the solution is very simple, right? It's just I've been so trapped in my own head that I've been overthinking, and confusing myself unnecessarily. This is not a video about how to start an online coaching service, because I'm far, far from qualified to talk on that subject. This was simply a video about, how you act when things are not going your way. Because the old version of Matt that was alive, that was walking this earth, before I committed to this journey of self-mastery and refusing to live by my old lower standards, that version of Matt would have crumbled. He would have, he wouldn't have given up straight away, but he would have let the entire day pass and not complete anything else. He wouldn't have done any kind of inner work or outer work to help overcome his limiting beliefs. God, what a fool that boy was. No wonder he didn't manage to build anything, and no wonder I'm still in the situation that I'm in now, because the old version of Matt was a little pussy. So where am I going with this? I don't think I'm going anywhere, to be honest. I think I've already gone where I need to, for the most part. All that can be said now is, whenever you're experiencing these lows, you can obviously rejoice, be grateful for the challenge, and understand that it is going to get hardest before you break through. But something you can do that's going to physically, tangibly help you is just put yourself back into a higher frequency. So instead of sitting at home and keep on trying to brute force your way through a task that's just making you more and more anxious, more and more overthinking, and not actually getting anything done and any progress, any leverage, just go outside, go for a run, go for a heavy ruck. Do something that puts your mind away, puts your mind back into your body, where you can just elevate your blood rate, your heart rate, feel the blood pumping, and clear your mind. As I was running, I started to feel incredible again. I started to think just how stupid I was being, just how ridiculous these problems are that actually mean nothing, because absolutely nothing bad happened to me. But I still felt that stress response as though I was in actual danger and there was something bad happening to me. But then while I was running, I started to work things out. I just started to yet again just accept the fact that this is a long game. I'm in this for life. This is something that I have fully committed to, and a tiny little setback is absolutely nothing. Because when you do fully commit to a life where you refuse to accept mediocrity, you have to expect challenge. Failure is non-negotiable. Failure is not optional. It's gonna come a knocking, and I ask you, brother, what systems do you have in place to deal with it when it comes? If you don't have any systems, then you're in for a rough ride.